I get lost in your words. It feels so good when I'm hurt. Takes my mind off of the pain. Loves when the beat takes me away with only good music. Oh, 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 with only good music. Something about the things you said stays in my mind. Makes me wanna sit down and listen to you. I listen all night. The melody, the arrangement makes my body go so crazy. I tell my feet, man, I love the beat. It's the way the music comes over me. The emotions I get all right. Sometimes the music is sure to make you cry, then dry your eyes. You know when the music is away, you can hide for life. I get lost in your words. It feels so good when I'm hurt. Takes my mind off of the pain. Loves when the beat takes me away with only good music. Oh, 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 with only good music. I tell Rihanna, please don't stop the music. Cologne strum my pain with the fingers. I could really use it. Quiet storms full of purple rain. My Sharia more lovely as a summer's day. I'll let the whispers follow Marvin Gaye in my headphones till the music starts to fade away. I give away my brown sugar for a bit of pop. If love really was a bullet, I'd have took the shot. Yeah. Now would you buy me a drink just to take me home? Put your game in a song just to make me moan. I like my Robin Thicke, me alone. A thug album, triple shots, that's a trace. I get lost in your words. It feels so good when I'm hurt. Takes my mind off of the pain. Loves when the beat takes me away with only good music. Oh, 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 with only good music.
Well, good evening, good morning, good afternoon to each of you, wherever you are listening in this world. It is March the 21st of 2025, and we are back after a week vacation from Healing Through Hurt iTalk Radio Network. I am your host, C. Maria Wall, a.k.a. The Mediator, and Shiro right here at our Ground Zero. And I'm also known as the voice of relationship recovery. And as I said, this is the Healing Through Hurt iTalk Radio show and network. This is a place where you come to get that motivation and inspiration to help you make it through whatever storm you may be experiencing from this very moment and beyond. So welcome home. Kick off your shoes, sit back. You've just heard some good music by Miss Tori Lee. And now I hope that you will enjoy our good discussion as I continue to send you good vibes. Tonight's show is all about the fact that I'd rather be by myself than booed up with bullshit. Let me say that again without the curse word in it this time. But I'd rather be by myself than booed up with BS. Once again, thank you so much for those of you who reached out to me with your stories and your questions. I promise you I'm going to try to get to as many of them as I can on our program as time goes on. And one thing that I'd like to share is that so many of you are going through the same plights. And I'm going to just stick with that. Tomorrow night on our Focus 40 Plus Global Chat Cafe, I'm bringing back Sin Eater Saturday. So we're going to be delving into some more relationship issues for those who are more seasoned, 40 plus and over. But nowadays, doesn't matter what your age is, we're dealing with the same types of traumas, drama, and hurt. So with that said, as I said, tonight is all about I'd rather be by myself than booed up with BS. A lot of you have shared your stories with me. A lot of you have tried to convince me why you stay in bad situations, because it's evident that you've convinced yourselves. But I'm here to tell you this. Take a look at what you're putting out and compare it to what you're getting back. And this program is for males and females, by the way, because men hurt too. So ladies and gents, listen. Look at what you're putting out and compare it with what you're getting in return. If that ROI, that return on your investment, is not greater than or at least equal to, and even if it's equal to, the whole point of investing is to get a return on that investment that is greater than what you put into it. Life is that way. Relationships are that way. You go into a relationship, you invest in it initially, and hopefully you will get some happiness out of it and some companionship out of it that you didn't have before. That's your return on your investment. But if you find yourself continually putting out and putting out and putting out, and you're not getting anything back, you might want to reconsider your investment options. Because one thing about, if you know anything about the stock market, is that it's volatile, yes, just like life. We'll have our ups and downs and our challenges. But there's some really good stocks out there, and if you can afford to invest, do so. And some things you're expected to get a good return on your investment. So make sure that your investments are giving you a good return. Because a lot of you have shared your stories, and you are dead in the center of being booed up with the BSers. And you convince yourself, oh, well, they can cook, she can cook, he can clean the house. And if you can't clean your own house, hire a cleaning service. That doesn't mean that you have to stay in a bad situation because they can clean when you're paying all the bills and you're putting out no matter what it is. Vacation, you're putting out. They want a new car, you're putting out. Their credit is shot straight to hell. So you have to co-sign, which means if they don't put in their part and you are totally just drained and you're stretched to your limits, then that's going to tear up your credit too. That's like if I have an 800 credit score and I marry someone with a 200 credit score, that knocks us both down to 500. That brings that person's up by 300, and that knocks mine down by 300 to 500 when I had 800. So who is it really helping? Did I say that right? Let me go back and do my calculations. If he has 200 and I have 800, that's 1,000. So then you split us up when we become one, that's 500 and 500. So his credit score goes up by 300 and mine drops by 300 to 500. Yeah. So you have to decide whether you're going to stay in that unhappy place or whether you're going to venture out and do bad by yourself and start to heal from the trauma, heal from the experience, learn how to check your finances for yourself, and then make great things happen and go out and enjoy the world, enjoy what it's like, learn what it's like to be single again, learn what it's like to be alone but not lonely. You know, a lot of people say, oh, there's not enough men around, there's not enough good people around, blah, blah, blah. That may be true, but then again, sometimes we have to learn how to broaden our horizons, go to new places, see new faces, meet new people that are outside of our regular comfort zones. That will increase your options exponentially. But you have to be willing to do it and stop convincing yourselves that you'd rather be booed up with BS instead of being by yourselves. I promise you, trust and believe. I enjoy coming home to my peace. Yes, there are times when I hear the silence. Yes, there are times when I want somebody to talk to. I would like to have somebody to have a good meal and good conversation with. But if that doesn't happen, I have hobbies and other things that keep my mind and my spirit busy. And before I know it, it's time for me to go to bed and I've made it through another day. Give that a try. But what you should not do is stay in that unhealthy place for the rest of your lives. Whatever time you have left, make the best of it. And you can't do that if you're booed up with the bullshit. So as always, this is our 15 minutes of motivation and inspiration for this evening. This is Healing Through Hurt, iTalk Radio Network. It's all about us walking this journey called life together. It's all about us working our way through our traumas and knowing that we're doing it with others. Been there, done that. I would not give up my peace to invest it. And it doesn't matter. You can get high-end BSers, you can get low-end BSers, or mid-level BSers. If it's BSers involved, you need to get out of that situation. Trust and believe. I've done it several times. Doesn't matter how much money you make, how prestigious your title is, doesn't matter. If you're going to make me miserable, one of us has to go. And I promise you, if you give yourself a chance and you believe in yourself, you might just be okay. And if you're not, hey, our number is 202-618-2556. You need to have someone to call you back, give you that motivation and inspiration, or just to listen. That's what we're here for. And if you want to write to us, send me an email, letsgrow@cmariawall.com. That's letsgrow@cmariawall.com. And just so you know, the Healing Through Hurt iTalk Radio Network and all of its programs are sponsored by the Wall Foundation Incorporated, which is an IRS-approved 501c3 nonprofit here in the United States. You can visit our website at thewallfoundationinc.org, and there are contact forms there as well. Send me a message. Let me know that you heard the programs. I want to hear from you. Keep those messages coming, and I promise you I will get to as many of your questions and comments that I can. I won't say your name, but I'll try to answer your question or respond to your comments. So with that said, I want to pray each and every one of you enough. I want to pray you enough sunshine to brighten your rainy days. I also want to pray you enough rain to make your gardens grow beautifully. I want to pray you enough smiles to turn the frown that you've been carrying around upside down. But most of all, I want to pray you enough strength and courage to face whatever may be coming your way from this very moment and beyond. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Have the best day possible, even if you don't want to. I'll see you back here again tomorrow night for Focus 40 Plus Global Chat Cafe. where we will be bringing back Senator Saturday, and we'll be continuing our discussion on how to make it through whatever storm you're in the midst of. Until then, be well, be blessed. I'll see you again soon.